Financial analyst Keith Springer. Keith, earlier we were celebrating a big day on the markets, and how are we doing so far today? What's going on?
We're getting beat up a little bit. I think everybody's starting to take a breath, and we're wondering if this fiscal cliff, if we fall over, or if our politicians can finally get us over. So good news is going to be followed by bad news, good news, bad news, until we finally have a deal.
All right, well, we know Campbell Soup Company in the news this morning. What's going on with them?
Well, you know, Campbell Soup is one of those kid stories. You grow up with Campbell Soup just like you grow up with Hostess Twinkies and cupcakes. We had some bad news the other day with Hostess. Campbell Soup came in with better than expected earnings. They were basically increased earnings from being able to increase prices, which is really unusual. But although food and energy is the one area that the economy is still growing, where inflation there still is, so we're seeing some positive growth out of Campbell's, which is definitely a plus for the economy. We don't have a whole lot of bright spots, but Campbell Soup is good.
Yeah. Good for investors, I guess. Hey, here's something. I think a lot of viewers in our area might be surprised that this is good news in the economic sector. We have been hit harder than most of the country in our housing downturn, and yet housing is one of the real bright spots in the economy right now, right?
Yeah, we had housing starts increase by about 50,000 more than expected, almost 900,000 housing starts. Estimates were about 840,000. Nobody knows really, a lot of it has to do with the Fed's program. Remember, their entire quantitative easing, this whole purchase program is designed around housing. It's to keep mortgage-backed securities down, to keep interest rates down. So maybe what they're doing is actually working, pushing people to buy houses. A lot of it has to do with speculation, too. A lot of it is people jumping in to buy speculative houses and pay cash for them. But no matter what, the housing sector is a big part of our economy. It employs over 11% of our economy. Sacramento had a big boom. They were the last area to boom in our country. So, maybe it's going to be a plus because it puts plumbers to work and carpenters to work and everybody associated with it.
Yeah, sadly, I know we still have a pretty good inventory of houses owned by banks in our area, but we'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah, shadow inventory, yeah.
Always a pleasure, sir. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. And in fact, we look forward to having you sit on the couch and answer some viewers' questions tomorrow. 6:49, let's get to Sheldon in the Atlantis Reno Traffic Center and check the ride to work. Hey, Sheldon.
Hey, and check this.